Chapter 13, the Fan Convention. Hopefully you're all having a great day. Now, playing as Ava. The day after your date with Ash, you fly into London for an appearance at FanCon. As you get settled in your hotel room, Ash sits in a chair and fiddles with his phone, quieter than usual. He's hardly said a thing to me all day. Is he still hung up about the lake incident? You wait a moment, hoping he'll break the silence, but when he doesn't, you decide to broach it yourself. Okay, that's enough. What's wrong, Ash? You said like 2 words since we got here. Just jet-lagged. His eyes remain locked on his phone as he speaks, refusing to meet your gaze. If this is about what happened at the lake, that wasn't your fault. Accidents happen, and I'm fine, really. I should have been more careful. Ash, I'm just as much at fault. If I'd stayed closer to you, I would have never been pushed into the water. You didn't have any control over that. Exactly, just like you can't control a crowd of frenzied press. He opens his mouth to respond, but a knock at the door stops him short. Let me check who it is first. I'm sure it's just housekeeping or something. You start moving towards the door, but Ash catches your arm. Your pulse ignites at his touch. You don't know that. Ash, I'm not gonna let the risk of danger rule my life. Ash tenses as you brush him off and open the door. On the other side, a bellhop holds out a garment bag for you. Delivery for you, Miss Cohen. You graciously accept the delivery. Once the bellhop's gone, you give Ash a pointed look. See, no need to jump at every shadow. There's also no need to take unnecessary risks. You hang up the garment bag, and as Ash returns to his phone, on the couch, his brow knit once more. Something in you snaps as you watch him ignore you again for his phone. Seriously, what are you going to do on your phone that's so important? He hesitates for a moment before finally looking up at you, his expression serious. I'm talking to the convention's security team, making sure their protocols are tight enough to keep you safe. That accident really rattled him. I need to get his mind off of it and on us instead. Hey, look at me. You take his phone and drop it. Beside him on the couch, shifting to straddle his hips, he seems finally to give you his full attention and focus. You could have been hurt or worse. But I wasn't. I'm still here. See? Grab him by the collar and pull him into a kiss, letting him feel every ounce of emotion. Can't you taste how much I still want you? Your teeth grazing his bottom lip, earning you a soft moan in return. The hunger in his eyes flares as he seems to really see you for the first time all day. Ava. Suddenly his phone buzzes from the cushion beside you. He immediately reaches for it. It's a security team, I've got to get this. With a heavy sigh, you untangle yourself from him, your eyes fall on the garment bag, and another possible distraction comes to mind. You should do some recon on the garment bag for me, in case there's something dangerously sexy inside. You joke, but you can never be too careful. He rises and inspects the bag, unzipping it to reveal a gorgeous flowing gown of embroidered satin. You find a note pinned to it. So you can bring Celine to life for your fans and for Ash, if you're into that sort of thing, Gemma. Oh wow, this is the Fey princess gown Celine wears in the second book. You hold the silky dress up against your body, and one look at Ash tells you he's imagining what it would look like on you. And how he could tear it off of you later. I'll help you put it on if you'd like. Guess it's okay. I'd like that. A princess can hardly dress herself, after all. Ash begins undressing you, his fingers grazing your skin as he bears every inch of you. You hold back a moan as his touch graces your inner thigh for a fleeting moment. This teasing is pure torture. Despite the room's cool air, you feel on fire as he removes the last of your clothing. But the only sign he's even affected is his dark eyes as he holds out the dress for you to step into. Allow me. He slowly guides the fabric of your legs, his hands firm yet gentle, leaving a trail of warmth in their wake. When the dress is pulled over your body, he goes to zip you up, but you stop him just short. Wait. Is everything alright? No. Your lips curl into a sly smirk, hungry to feel his lips against your skin. I think there's something wrong with my bodice. His breath hitches as you drag a finger down your chest, letting it rest between your cleavage. It's just not fitting right. Can you check it out? Sure. He replaces your hands with his own. You inhale sharply at the heat of his touch. He fiddles with the silvery fabric, keeping him from your breasts. Find anything? I think you're... Oh, close. You gasp as he peels back the dress to take one of your nips between his lips. Here's the problem area. Again, have to remove things because of YouTube. You're just about to beg him to tear the dress off of your body when his phone vibrates again, bringing you back to Earth. He takes all your willpower to pull away from Ash and fix your askew dress. If we keep this up, we'll be late. Yeah. Let me zip you up. You press your hair back to him, basking in the feel of his hands as they gently glide up your back. His lips press against your skin, the last thing to mark it before he covers your back inch by inch. With the dress secure, you turn in place. How do I look? Magical, ethereal, pretty damn incredible. The way he looks at you, you know he means every word. You hide the heat blooming on your cheeks before you head to the convention. The hall is abuzz as you wait backstage for your panel to start. Ash is in deep conversation with 2 security guards. That's not good enough. I don't want any surprises today. He's still stuck on what happened on the dock. I've got to get through to him somehow. You're about to interrupt Ash when Val and Renee block your path. Wow, Ava, your costume looks stunning. I wish I'd thought to dress up as Wynn. You're really embodying your character. Thanks. I couldn't resist dressing as a Fae princess for the occasion. The fans will love it. Give them a taste of what's to come in the sequel. Val peeks through the curtain at the audience. The crowd sounds restless. You ready, Ava? She's practically one of the fans, Val. This should be a breeze. Honestly, just hope I don't disappoint them. You force yourself to keep your eyes from wandering to Ash and focus on the restless crowd. I knew there'd be a lot of people, but this is a lot. Just remember to breathe. You'll do great. On stage, the panel moderator lifts her microphone and the audience falls silent. Folks, please welcome the incredible talented stars of Guarded, Ava Cohen, Val Batista, and Renee Foster. The room erupts with cheers and applause as you step into the spotlight. You take a seat between Val and Renee, looking out over the crowded auditorium. This is surreal. Look, Ava's wearing Celine's gloaming court gown from the second book. It's like she stepped right off the page. Hey, haven't seen you in a long time. Many of them smile at you and wave. Your heart swells with love and appreciation for their unwavering support. Thanks for being here today. I know many people in this room playing these characters would be a dream come true. How did you each feel when you got that fateful call? Oh, I was over the moon. It's such an honor to bring these beloved characters to life. And to work with such incredible talent, like our director, Rami DeLong. I second all of that. This is a literal dream come true for me. We have some questions from our audience, starting with the mic in the left aisle. Celine and Wynn are #couple goals. What was it like filming romantic scenes together? Easy. It helps that Ava is an incredible actress, so we had a lot of fun bringing our characters' romance to life. You open your mouth to answer when Ash appears in the wings of the stage. I did say I need to get through to Ash. Might as well seize the opportunity when he can't change the subject. Selena and Wynn are forced together by circumstance, and they butt heads at first. It was tough pretending not to get along with Val. But as they get to know each other, they realize there's a deeper connection between them. To show that, we had to build trust on and off the camera. Ash's eyes narrow, but you don't hold back. In the end, they discover that having each other keeps them alive. Wynn's protective streak keeps Celine from being too impulsive, and while she brings out Wynn's vulnerable side. It's that push-pull that makes their relationship endure. Ash looks at you with an inscrutable expression as the next fan steps up to the microphone. So you think you're just together because they're different? Not just because they're different, but because they also are soulmates who met against all odds, have a once-in-a-lifetime chemistry. This is a tough one because we don't know anything about them. Are soulmates who met against all odds. Neither wants to let go of something so rare because they know there's hardly any chance this will happen again. Like eyes with Ash, who's looking straight at you with a deep intensity. It feels like he's staring into your soul. You heard it here, folks. True love, soulmates, in spite of it all. Let's give it up to the cast of Guarded. The applause from the crowd becomes a distant hum as your eyes remain locked with Ash. That should get his attention. After the panel ends, you head to a private room to take a few promotional photos for the convention. I'm ready for my close-up. Sure enough, Ash pulls you aside while the photographer starts with Val and Renee. I saw what you were doing up there. I had to get your attention somehow. You were distracted earlier, and I wanted to talk about what happened. About us. I know, just not now, please. Ash trails off as the photographer mentions you. Where is our leading lady? You rejoin Renee and Val as the photographer begins taking your picture. Ash's intense gaze never wavers from you. Beautiful. Love it. Val, Ava, give us a pose that'll leave the fans thirsty for you. Anyway, whisper in her ear. Your lips find Val's ear as you press a hand against his chest. Across the room, Ash's eyes flare. Just like being on set, no? Fans are gonna love this. Perfect. Yes, perfecto. This is what I want to see. Once the photographer is satisfied, he, Val, and Renee clear out, leaving you alone with Ash. Did you like the photo shoot? I could almost swear I saw a little jealousy. You give him a coy smirk as a flash of possessive anger crosses his features. Maybe a little. Well, if you don't want to talk... You trail a suggestive finger down the hollow base of his neck. Maybe we could do something about that pang of jealousy instead. He grabs your wrist, holding you. There's a challenge in his eyes that you ache to rise to. What did you have in mind? Without breaking eye contact, you reach back and close the door and slide the lock into place. You glance at the camera equipment, already feeling a thrill through your veins at the thought of using it. We have a room to ourselves. We have a camera. You obviously didn't like the directions from before, so why don't you do it your way? Are you sure you can handle my direction, Starlet? Your heart races, thinking of the sort of mementos you could take together with Ash. You didn't do the sexy photo shoot with Ash. On second thought, maybe it's best if we didn't tempt fate. I'll just have to direct you another time. Under his direct gaze, you feel heat rush your cheeks once more. Sorry. Not sorry. That afternoon, you and Ash sneak into the guarded fan experience hours before it opens to the public. Oh my god, it's the Gloaming Palace. This is an exact recreation of Wynn Everdale's Fey Castle. How can it be an exact recreation of something from a book? When the series first got popular, they built a real-life Gloaming Palace in LA. It was like my second home in high school. You take in the twisting vines and gently flickering lights, a wave of nostalgia washing over you. They shut it down a couple years ago. This is like stepping right into a memory. The attention to detail is immaculate. Ash's eyes light up as you approach the imposing fireplace. He stops in front of it. Amidst the shadows, she found her light, and in her darkest moment, she bloomed like the stars. That's my favorite quote from the series. I had a feeling it might be. It describes you well. I forgot you mentioned you'd read it. I never did get a chance to ask you about it. What changed your mind about it? I saw how much you love the books, how passionately you portray Celine. I wanted to see what captivated you. I can see why you love them so much. You read the books for me. Yup. Ash heads towards the next room, then looks over his shoulder expectantly. Well, aren't you gonna take me on a tour? Excitement fills the air as you guide Ash through the gloaming palace and straight to the ballroom. This is where Wynn brings Celine to the palace for the first time. It was the moment it all became real for her. Their first dance in front of the Fey court had me swooning hard. May I have this dance, Celine? With a smile and a courtesy, you take Ash's outstretched hand. He leads you to the center of the dance floor. You sway together to the background music. His touch against your back is electrifying, sending shivers down your spine. Is this how you imagined it? Almost. You give in to the moment as your lips crash together in a fiery kiss, a passionate collision of desire. Your tongues dance to the tempo of the music, each movement heightening the spark of pleasure between the two of you. Damn. He moans into your mouth, but you don't stop. The taste of him is intoxicating, leaving you thirsty for more. Do you remember what Wynn and Celine did after the dance? You recognize the sudden hunger in his eyes. You feel it too. Wynn showed Celine to his royal bedchambers. Growls in your ear, stoking the fire building in your core, and gave Celine a royal welcome to the court repeatedly. His lips dip to your neck, nipping gently. You close your eyes, dizzy with the feel of him. Tell me what Wynn said, Ash, right before taking Celine as his own. In night's embrace, two souls unite as one, and in passion's dance together come undone. Heat blooms through you at the words you've imagined whispered in your ear a dozen times. Make me come undone, my prince. My kingdom for your pleasure, Celine. Your body thrums with possibility, aching to continue the scene. As much as your body yearns to continue, you force yourself to step back and clear your head. You didn't act out the steamy scene. Sorry if you were looking for the smooshed, but I can't air the schmooch on the channel. We shouldn't get too carried away. We have a schedule to keep. Don't want to disappoint your adoring fans. As you and Ash make your way out of the palace, a sense of wonder and nostalgia still lingers in the air. This was amazing. I didn't ever think I'd see that place again after they shut it down back in LA. Well, thanks for sharing it with me. Of course. I want to share everything with you. There's a softness in his eyes that finds yours, followed by an ache in his voice. Ava. His hands flex, about to reach out to you, before he places it firmly by his side, thinking otherwise. Come on, you're due at your super fan meet and greet. We shouldn't idle. He hangs back as you arrive at your last event of the day. A small group of fans squeals when they see you. Cool, so we've taken a picture of an actual real expo. We've added Crown in the Flame in the middle, and it all looks really horrible. Hi AI Art, how are you? Oh my god, it's really Celine Gray. I mean, not really, but I can hardly believe it either, even now. Wearing that dress, I can believe it. You plucked the vision from my dreams. If we're lucky, they'll make a sequel so we can see it on the big screen too. Despite the excitement and warmth in the room, you notice one guy standing apart from the rest. You again. The back alley calls for you, my friend. I was at the panel earlier. Weird to pay extra money just to brood in the corner. The hairs on your arms raise as your instinct tells you there's something wrong. I should get Ash just in case. But Ash isn't at your side. Where you've come to expect him. Your stomach drops and a sense of foreboding spreads through you. The strange fan has his eyes trained on you. Your blood freezes in your veins as the chilling smile spreads across his face. No running, no hiding. Before you can react, his sinister grin widens and he lunges at you with a cosplay axe. Without further ado, thanks for watching. Please remember to like, share, and subscribe. Head down description, plenty of things to check out there. Without further ado, let me know in the comment section below what you thought. Yeah, I skipped some of the scenes because, listen, let's be honest. You know, I was actually reading the Choices literal wiki for this stuff, and a lot of people are pretty much in agreement with me when it comes to their schmoot, that we're all tired of it. A lot of us are. I know there's a lot of people who aren't, and I know there's a lot of people who are. You know, it's kind of like a really mixed, because the people who are okay with the stuff, or, as I've learned, some of you who aren't okay with it, you guys keep really quiet. And I guess, you know, I've come to expect that from a lot of you who watch my content, but then I didn't realize it was actually a thing in the, you know, in the entirety of the community, where a lot of you guys will just decide, you know what, I'm just tired of this app, I'm tired of, you know, them not listening to us, even though a lot of us stay quiet, and I'm just gonna delete the app and move on to something else. So, I mean, you know, hey, it is what it is, but can I give you guys a piece of advice, right? You know, from my many years on this planet and wisdom. Pretty much, if you don't like something, right, and you believe that something can be better, you know that something can be better, it is better to speak up with a well coherent, thought out, like, phrasing, or thought out complaint or criticism or things like that, than to remain silent and just go about your day. It's not just better for you, and that's the way some of you may see it, but it's better for everyone, right? Whether you agree, you enjoy, you know, the schmoot or not. Yeah, just think about that. Like, this app used to be really great, and I used to really enjoy sitting down on Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays, and as soon as a Choices chapter came out, I would sit there and just jump at the joy to cover it. And anymore, you know, I'm not so happy about this app anymore, and I'm only doing it for you, the viewer. So, think about that. Thanks again for watching. Love your beautiful faces. Catch you all later. Peace out.